in this lesson, we'll finish connecting the two pieces of the head and then connect it up to the rest of the body. So here we've got the two pieces that we've added and shaped, and they're still separate pieces. So I need to first go ahead and connect these. So I'll select both of these, right click, go to connect objects and delete. So now they're one object. And now we need to actually connect these together. Now if we look at this, you can see the mouth goes kind of back here. I'm actually going to go ahead and connect it along these faces, and then we can modify that to tweak the mouth. So what I will do is go ahead and just take these polygons, so the bottom two on this side and then the top two on the bottom, okay, and then we can just go in, and I want to actually, instead of welding these to create a point, I want there to be actually a face in there, okay. So we can go ahead and use bridge or stitch to fill that up. And you always got to remember to do the shift to create that. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Create those faces there. Okay. So now we want to combine the head with the rest of the body. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just pull this out of the symmetry for now. Okay. So we've got these kind of right here. Let's take both of them and now connect them. So now we've got one object. And now we need to start connecting parts of this together. So we can start up here and we can say, okay, go to edge selection. I'll connect these two. And then let's go ahead, and I know we have more resolution around the head, so we're going to have to kind of weld some points together. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to select those spare points that we got from deleting that. Let's go ahead and take these 2 points along the corner of the head, right click, and let's weld those together right to the center. Okay, now let's go back here and let's connect up this face. Alright, now starting to come down here, let's go ahead and take these points and weld those together into the center. Okay, let's go ahead and connect up actually this edge right there. Okay, and then we'll kind of come down here. Let's go ahead and bring this point, weld it with that one. So go ahead and weld it, and I'm going to weld it over to that point, and then grab this bottom line here, and let's go ahead and connect that up. Okay, and then we can start to connect these up, and then we can start to fill in some of the gaps here. So, and then we can kind of redraw things a little bit. So let's go ahead and close polygon hole on these two areas. Okay, and now we can we can come in and redraw things a little bit as we see how this is connected. Okay, so what I want to do first is maybe come in with the knife, come from this point and kind of connect it up in there. I'm going to go ahead and select this, and if I just hit delete, you can see it gets rid of that, but I want to just get rid of the edge, so I'll just go to dissolve. Okay. I'll go ahead and take this point and just kind of move it forward a little bit. It gives you an edge flow kind of coming around in this direction. Okay. And if you want to keep the quads, you could take this line and hook it up right there, from here to here. Take this and dissolve it. Grab that point and move it back. Okay, so topology is kind of up to you. Just want to add a little bit of, clean this up a little bit. Okay, I also want to add a little bit more resolution in here, so I'm going to use again the knife, and this time I'm going to set it to loop, and let's add a loop. And when you're working with a partial loop here, you want to make sure and click across the border so that you don't get a partial loop going part way around. Okay. Now some of these we'll be able to use for our wrinkles, and we'll be able to modify some of the edge flow as we add more detail to the head. You know, we're not stuck with this. We just wanted to kind of connect it in to the rest of the body. We can go ahead now and drop the geometry back under the symmetry, and you can see that we now get the entire head as symmetry. So you can see now, we can see both sides of it. You can see the head might be a little bit too wide, so you could come in and narrow that in. Now you have symmetry working for you. You can really see what that's going to look like. So you can see it's a little wide coming in here, so you probably want to go in and narrow that down. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is go in and add the area for the eyes for our dinosaur. Okay, and that'll involve tweaking the topology here a little bit, and we can change things up a little on this as well. So we'll go ahead and do that next.